Hello, name is Ray with Jade Investment. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the thumbs up and hit that bell so you'll get alerted whenever I put new videos up. Again, this is for investing, real estate. I'm going to give you 10 ways to purchase rental properties. Either purchase some, buy investment properties. Some of these will work in your location, some of them will not work in your location. It all depends. But do your research. The worst I can say is no, but at least you tried. If you don't try, you'll never know if it works out or it doesn't work out for you. Like I said, that's the first thing you need to do is just try it. And here we're going to go ahead and start with the first one. Roll the down payment into the purchase price. There's one bank that I know of, and I just can't remember it on top of my head, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on the descriptions on the bottom. I'll go ahead and look it up and see which one it is, and I'll go ahead and put it in there for you. So in other words, this one, roll the down payment into the purchase price. That means you're going to finance the property 100%. I do know one that will do that, and that's a VA loan, but there's a particular bank that does it. And like I said, I'll look it up for you and tell you which one it is. And the second one is negotiate a separate installment for the down payment. So you're going to negotiate a separate installment, which most banks require a 20-25% down. So on this one, I know there's this gentleman that did this. What he did, he borrowed $20,000 off of this person to buy a home that they required a 20% down. So he borrowed $20,000 from them, which is from a lender. It'd be a lender like somebody that gives hard money loan, or somebody that has the means to give you cash money to go put that down payment. So what he did, he gave him $20,000. He did a deed of trust for him. He did everything for him. They did a contract. And what he did, he paid that gentleman that gave them $20,000, gave him $100 a month for 3 years. He did that for 3 years. And then after the 3 years, he paid him back the $20,000 plus a fee. So in other words, it was good for both parties, for the person that was purchasing the property and for the investor, the other one that has the cash. So in other words, it'd be somebody like me giving you $20,000. You would pay me $100 a month for 3 years. And then at the end of the 3 years, you're going to pay me the $20,000 plus a fee for me loaning you that money. And yet you have a property now. And then I was satisfied as well. So that's what he basically did, which is another way. That's number 2. So you can try to look for other people to see if maybe you have family, friends, somebody that has money that can give you $20,000 up front, or whatever the amount is for that 20%. That's one way to get another property. Number 3 is trade something other than cash. For instance, muscle cars, boats. You can find properties out there for $50,000, $45,000, good rental properties. So say you found a property that's $40,000 cash, and that's what they want, or financing, and you can't finance it. So what you're going to do is, if, for instance, I have muscle cars, I can get one of my muscle cars and sell it to him, trade it to him for a house, and tell him, look, this car is valued at 40 grand. Your house is valued at 40 grand. How about we do a trade? It could be an older couple and they might like muscle cars, or maybe a younger couple that never had a muscle car and they would like it. So, like I said, it's a good idea to just try it and see what they say. If they say no, I'd rather have some cash. Maybe you can negotiate and tell them, I'll tell you what, can you hold on to this muscle car? We do a trade until I'm able to get the financing for it, and then I'll give you an incentive. For instance, I'll give you $5,000 cash afterwards and take the muscle car back, and now I'll purchase a house from you. There's different ways to do it. Just try it out. Number 4 will be trade houses with the seller. On this one, for instance, if you want to trade a house, I know there was a listing up a while back that this couple had a vacation home out in the mountains and wanted to trade their house for a city home. That'd be a great opportunity for you to start an Airbnb. So in other words, on this one, what you will do is trade your city home for that vacation home, turn the vacation home into an Airbnb property. That Airbnb property is going to bring you more cash flow. That is one way to do it. Another way is if you have a larger home and you want to trade for 2 properties, 2 smaller homes, That's another way you can trade homes with somebody else. So that's another option. That's number 4. Number 5 is get the seller to transfer their mortgage to you. That's going to depend on the bank, on the finance company, on the mortgage lender. So that is something you're going to have to discuss with them if you're able just to take over payments and purchase that house from them. They may just want out of the home because they can't afford it before it becomes a foreclosure. So they may say, hey, can you just take over this home so it doesn't affect my credit? So then you can purchase that home from them straight across. You may even just give them $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000, and here you go. Now you got yourself inside a home, a rental property that you can go ahead and start renting out. Now, number 6, apply for a loan assistance program. There are multiple programs out there that you can apply for. There's several assistance programs. You're just going to have to look them up and see. In fact, I'm going to make a video for them of different programs that they are, and I'm going to give you the pros and cons of each program. So look forward for that video on that one. And number 7, find an investment partner. So you want to find you a partner. Understand, this one you have to be careful what partners you get. You have to be both like-minded. Both of you need to understand the deal. Both of you need to have something good coming out of it. Not one benefiting more than the other. Unless, of course, one person brings more value. If that person brings more cash, more knowledge, more of everything, why does he need you? So think about that one. What are you bringing to the table? If you're going to partner up with somebody, make sure you partner up like-minded people. Make sure both of you agree on something and make sure everything's great and everything's under contract. No word of mouth. Absolutely do not do any deals by word of mouth. Have everything under contract. Make sure it's in the contract. Make sure you have attorneys involved in it. And then that was find an investment partner. Number 8 will be find a property to rent, to own, or lease with an option to buy. For instance, you get in a property and you can lease to own or rent to own that property for six months, a year, maybe until your credit gets better. So let's say you tell that person that wants to sell the property, hey, can you lease to own this property, or can you rent to own this property, or can I just rent it for a year lease? And then after the year, can I apply for a loan and see if I can purchase this property? Can we put this under contract? That's one way to get inside that property. You can do repairs, you can fix your credit, you can raise capital, raise some cash, find a way to bring a down payment within that year frame. That's one way to get in there. Number 9, get owner financing. There are some properties out there that the seller is willing to be the bank. You can go find those. They may not even ask for good credit. They could care less. They just want somebody to take over and start paying them for it, because they may even owe money on it. Again, on this one, get owner financing. Make sure everything is in contract, under a contract. Do not do anything word of mouth. I'm serious. Do not do anything word of mouth. They may tell you, yeah, if you just pay me this much for the year and then we'll do a contract. No. Because what happens after that contract, that house is being sold to somebody else, and all that money that you put in for that 1 year is not accounted for. So like I said, make sure you put it under contract. Everything written. Everything. Use an attorney. Make sure it's done correctly. And number 10, use a HELOC. We did the HELOC. I did a video of the HELOC. I'll put a link on it. That way you'll see how a HELOC works. So that's number 10. Like I said, this is all different ways of doing it. There's multiple other ways. There are many more ways up there. I just wanted to show you 10 other ways to do it, which these are basically self-explanatory. But like I said, muscle cars, boats, vacation homes, you can turn into Airbnb property. There's different methods, different ways to do it. I wanted to do a short video just to show you different ways to purchase investment properties. There's other ideas. You might have some, and if you have some, just put it in the comments, and I'll look into it as well. I mean, I'm willing to learn from others as well. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Comments, if you're gonna comment, do not comment negativity. There's one of my other videos that I have there, and don't comment anything negative. Be positive. We're moving forward. We're trying to help one another, and this is what I'm doing here to help you. It also helps me. So I hope to see you on the future videos. Thanks for watching.